the joy of the families of passengers on the Abuja-Kaduna train attacked by terrorists knows no bound. The latest on that incident that happened on 28th March this year is that all the 23 remaining captives have now regained their freedom after over 6 months in captivity. The news of their release comes from the Secretary of the Chief of Defense Staff, the Action Committee, Usman Yusuf, who disclosed that the hostages were released by the captors at about 4 p.m. today. Mr. Yusuf says the committee took custody of the victims who were shortly after they were released. And now, 28th March 2022 will for a long time remain fresh in the minds of Nigerians, as that was the day an Abuja-Kaduna train was attacked in Qatari by terrorists. And as soon as that happened, the response of the Nigeria Railway Corporation was to briefly halt its operations along that route. At about 7:45 p.m. of that fateful day, hundreds of passengers traveling to Kaduna were kidnapped, others were killed, and some injured by bandits who bombed the train. Approximately 970 passengers were on board, with several of them abducted and taken into the bush by the marauding bandits who arrived on motorbikes holding firearms and other deadly weapons. The train left Abuja-Zidu station at 6 p.m. and was scheduled to arrive in Kaduna's Rigasa train station at 8 p.m. According to eyewitness accounts, the train was bombed twice before the armed bandits opened fire on the travelers. Although 26 passengers were officially declared missing as of April 4th, and 150 passengers were still unaccounted for at that time. At least 8 people were killed, including Amin Mahmoud, a youth leader of the ruling All Progressives Congress, Chinelo Megafu, a medical doctor, Tibele Musugu, a rising lawyer and son of senior advocate of Nigeria, and barrister Musa Lawal Ozige, Secretary General Trade Union Congress. More than 65 others were also kidnapped. The following week, the hostage takers released a businessman and 11 more captives were released in June. In a statement released on 28 March 2022, the Nigerian Medical Association verified that Ms. Chinelo tweeted shortly after the train from Abuja to Kaduna was kidnapped by terrorists, saying, quote, "I'm on the train. I have been shot. Please pray for me," end quote. In the aftermath of that attack, the Nigerian Air Force conducted raids in the forest on the boundary of Niger and Kaduna State, killing no fewer than 34 terrorists. Government authorities later said that intelligence and investigations by security forces pointed to an unholy handshake of bandits cooperating with insurgent jihadist groups such as Boko Haram, are suspected to have carried out that attack.